we stumbled upon what is now our favorite Joy-Con grip, and that is the F1 Racing Wheel by GameSir. Welcome to A Game From A Box. This is Sergio IM, and last month we stumbled upon a great little find for those of you who use your Joy-Cons individually for multiplayer. As you know, the Joy-Cons have the advantage of being used individually for multiplayer, but one of the disadvantages is that the shoulder buttons, SL and SR, are difficult to access unless you use the included strap, which enhances those buttons. But then you're still left with a very tiny controller. One solution are those Joy-Con grips, which increase the size with a traditional feel, as well as enhance those shoulder buttons. There's a few out there and they work well, but I think I found a better one that not many people are aware of. It's by GameSir, and it's a hybrid between a normal grip and a racing wheel, hence the name, which is literally F1 Racing Wheel. Let's open it up. And here it is. The main piece is made of plastic construction as well as the handles, but we have these metal pieces holding them together. It would have been nice if these handles were rubber instead of this smooth plastic to help with the grip though. So at the top we have huge SL and SR buttons, which are way easier to access than the small ones on the Joy-Con. Then in the middle we have this little transparent window that shows us the player identification LEDs. Back to the front, we have holes to access the Z triggers. In the center, they have helpful diagrams on how to insert those Joy-Con. And below that, a nicely sized indent to help remove it when you're done. So let's insert a Joy-Con. This is the left one, and it says to push it towards the right, so we insert the rail first, and then push down against the rubber bumpers until it's all the way in. I like the fit, very nice and snug. Now let's check if the SL and SR buttons work. As you can see, they initiate the player LED at the top, and I like these. They're really big with a nice spring that resets the button quickly. Now let's compare that to the straps that come with the Joy-Cons. It's still very small. The extended buttons at the top do help with actuation, but all the buttons, including the analog stick, are so centered that you have to grip it in this weird way to use it. But still, it's way better than just using the Joy-Con by itself. Now, with the F1, that's still a problem. The buttons here are further away since it's larger, but it's more comfortable to hold. Now, that does mean that if you have smaller hands, this grip may not work out for you. And of course, the main purpose of this controller is to be used as a race wheel for games such as Mario Kart. For that, it works really well, even more so because of those elongated shoulder buttons, which makes them very easy to access. So if you're someone who's been on the fence about buying a race wheel, I personally feel like this may be the better option because unlike a traditional big round wheel that you'll just put aside for any other game, this one can still function as a normal grip. As I said, back here they also give us access to the Z triggers, which is great because if you ever come across a game that needs it, you don't have to take out the Joy-Con to use it. And then let's just try the other Joy-Con. This one, as it shows, gets pushed to the left. There you go, very easy to do, and that indent just helps you quickly remove it. Also, those rubber pads at the bottom makes it so the Joy-Con eases in to avoid slamming it against the plastic. So in from the top, and it slowly slides in against those pads. Very nice. Overall, this feels way better than holding the Joy-Con by itself, but one problem that comes with the Joy-Con design is that you'll always have either the buttons or analog stick pushed towards the left or right, depending on which you have. So if you're on the fence about purchasing a race wheel, I honestly feel like this is the best option because it also works as a normal Joy-Con grip. Just keep in mind, if you have small hands, you might not be able to easily access the face buttons or the analog stick. Also, unlike other Joy-Con grips that come in a 2-pack, here you only get one, so you're gonna have to buy 2 or more depending on how many Joy-Cons you want it for. Let me know what you guys think of it. I know that after the Wii, a lot of you are tired of weird peripherals, but this one was just a personal exception for me. Finally, if you want to support this channel to keep us going, please consider subscribing and sharing this video. If you'd like to go further, we also have affiliate links down in the description below. Appreciate you watching. I'm Sergio IM, and we'll see you for the next box. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video and want to help us out, you can do so by clicking that thumbs up button, and while you're at it, why not subscribe for more content? It's free. We also love to hear you out, so please leave a comment down below or talk with us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. I'm Sergio IM, and I'll see you for the next box.